if they're going to have another showing here in game 2. Every game is incredibly important, very vital for your potential to be able to get those your seeding placements for the the best of 3 kind of series that we'll have later
the
on.
group stage tiebreakers. No, are they tiebreakers though? We're going to have tiebreakers as well.
I hope we get tiebreakers.
Phase two.
That's easy. Phase 2, it's just simple. You say group stage playoffs, but that gets a little confusing. The phase 2, it's just simple. Makes it easy. This is a big wraparound from Liquid.
It is, but like too much is going to happen. Just wanted to get some vision down nice and early. Is still blocking up one of the camps, so I wonder if they're going to be able to get double value out of a D ward plus a high ground D ward. But that's going to be the main thing, right? They know stacks are going to be happening. They know that Save is going to be making those sorts of rotations, and they know that that's going to be the sort of time where maybe you can come back into the lane a little bit more on miCKe when it's just the Dawnbreaker that you're having to worry about. And they do have the stuff to be able to yoink those stacks away. I mean, a Primal Beast plus a Bristleback.
The battle begins.
Definite wave clearing potential.
Looks like it will be a 2 for 2. No real fight going on for the bounties. Nothing too crazy. Everyone pretty happy with the start we've gotten so far. So this mid lane, I think, again, is a beautiful thing about Dota, where across patches, matchups kind of change a little bit here and there. If you go back to last TI in particular with the introduction to the Primal Beast, we saw Penga was probably one of the better heroes to address it, just with your easy way to get out of the trample damage. It's much different now with the Primal Beast. With that Pulverize being able to go through the BKB, you actually play quite well into the Pangolier. So we'll see in the lane. It still is a little bit Dino favored, but of course Pango is just a stupid laner overall. So I think they're both going to be fine.
I think so too. I mean, the laning stage, like you mentioned, it really just comes down to that attack damage differential, right? He's got a good 8 damage, I believe, over the Pango. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less. But I'm really considering, like, when is Nisha going to go into something like a Blink Dagger this game? Because, just having that potential to be able to take away a lot of that team fight control is going to be huge. The potential of, like, finding out someone like the Dawnbreaker, for example, to be able to start out a team fight, enormous as well, right? You can't give them that turnaround with the Solar Guardian.
Nisha.
Which there are ways to address it overall this game. We're going to have to see the vision be very important for BetBoom to be able to address Insania's global silence, because they have not only that to deal with the Solar Guardian, but also, like, if you want to use Rolling Thunder as like a more counter initiation tool. So that is definitely the one big thing about the silencer, to kind of disrupt whoever BetBoom jump. But again, very concerned on how top lane's going to look in the next 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, I mean, the thing that led me to feel a little bit more confident about BetBoom this game was the fact that you are playing with this Enchantress on TORONTOTOKYO, right? You can see he's already getting much more aggressive against Boxi. I think the lane should go a lot better for Nightfall as a result of this. And you're always going to have creeps, like, scouting out, where exactly they're playing. You're going to understand if they're making some sort of rotation against you. And it means that you just get provided so much more information than what you got last time.
I feel like there does need to be importance on Liquid from maybe blocking up some of the camps down bottom to minimize what TORONTOTOKYO can do.
Like, are we talking above the lane or below the lane? Because there's so many camps these days that I really feel like blocking camps other than the one that's just going to allow you to make pulls is not as effective as it used to be. The options are just so plentiful.
He's got a little Hill Troll Priest to work with currently for TORONTOTOKYO. So, like you said, really everything at the early game should be looking pretty clean as a whole. Excited to see what Zai is able to do on the Bristleback. I know we're getting some interesting builds with, like, Vanguard into the Arcane Boots and the Rush of the Scepter. Then kind of the Bloodstone is considered after that. So we'll see if that's going to be the choice for Zai in this game.
It'll be interesting to see. I want to see if anyone ends up buying the Boots of Bearing as well, just to enable you to use that Ag Scepter Bristleback at full speed. You're not actually diminished by the reduction there. We actually see a pretty aggressive attempt up on the top side made by miCKe and Insania, but they're out of mana, and again, you're up against a Dawn who has a Bracer, who has a Healing Lotus to be able to play around with. They should be just fine. Never short on mana either.
Where would you like to see the next set of wards placed up in particular for either side. We spoke a lot about how BetBoom can go through the portal with TORONTOTOKYO, but we've seen this Primal Beast even rotate, at level 3 previously. So what do we need to be considering?
Come on,
He's the one that did it.
Dobson.
Last time when he was playing last chance qualifiers with T1, right?
Yes, indeed. So what do we think? Where does the vision kind of need to be set up from either side? Because there is definitely some early potential to rotate from BetBoom and Liquid.
I would say the main priority is still just going to be Insania not dying, hopefully.
Might be okay. miCKe being able to drop the calling is going to send them away. The courier. No, your courier.
Dire's courier has been killed.
He's got the Falcon Blade. Maybe the extra damage might be able to get the kill, or maybe Insania steps up a little too fast. So BetBoom, a fine first blood. Of course, the rebuttal is going to be there, though. Nice side step from Save. Gets through the Bramble Maze. Should still be able to chase him down, though. The damage is enough, so Boxi finds a return kill.
A lot of damage onto this tower, though. A lot of creeps going underneath it, and a Mud Golem, one of the better heroes at being able to soak up a lot of those tower hits. Being as annoying as he can. In terms of the vision, I just want to see them maintain, if you're thinking from Liquid's perspective, an understanding of what the stacks are going to be. Because this is the best space for Nightfall to be able to find that accelerated farm so that you can hit those early times.
Whoa, it's a lot of damage. Liquid. Nicely done. Keep Boxi nearby to be able to slow down Pure's early game.
See Nisha just cutting waves as well. He realizes that this lane isn't the easiest, and he might be able to take a stack somewhat, but he knows he's going up against a Pangolier, right? If he gets it low, it's just a simple swashbuckle away.
GPK's almost 6. He's going to get it from the range crew. Nisha might be in a little bit of danger now. GPK doesn't have the mana just yet. Chase, definitely not with the phase boots just getting delivered, so Nisha's okay. We do have the power rune, first one of the game, spawning shortly.
Really does feel like the supports have played the majority of their game around those side lanes, making sure it gets off to the best start. But this is the real one that matters, right? As GPK for a really aggressive attempt, and he gets slammed into the ground.
But there's some up and numbers on BetBoom from can he chase Nisha under the T1 tower. They'll be rewarded thanks to the rotation as well. A little bit too late from Boxi. Is he going to be able to get GPK though? Runs into the Bramble, and Insania's here as well. So in the end, Liquid will be able to get GPK as well. Both mid laners take a spill.
I'd say generally you're pretty happy on Liquid for that trade. Yes, it's a 1-for-1 trade. Yes, you ended up being the one to get the kill. I guess it was even TORONTOTOKYO that got it. So yeah, absolutely then. It's Liquid favored, right? You know how important these ultimates are for their chances early on. Nisha really quickly looking to yoink away that stack that he scouted out previously just while the Pango is dead. Ends up getting a few of the creeps as a result of it. Definitely not looking to give away his own Wisdom Rune. Looks like it should be a 1-for-1 trade as a result of that. But yeah, you just got to make sure that on Insania, you're getting up onto that level 6 as quickly as possible. You don't want to give Pure that potential to have that Solar Guardian. You only get one shot at it, where he's going to have the Solar Guardian without the Global Silence being a factor.
Make an attempt down bottom. Oh, Zai gets so unlucky. The break creep from the neutral grab might actually get him killed in the end. Nightfall's going to use the stun, unfortunately, so not going to be able to continue to chase him down.
This is almost more fun.
Creeps have a mind of their own, you know? Sometimes maybe Zai did something bad to him in a previous game.
I'm sure everyone's done something bad to the neutral creeps. And not TORONTOTOKYO though.
No, definitely. They're his friends.
Yes. He uses them against him, right? We'll see what he wants next. He's just running through the jungle. Bigger litter. Does mean he's not going to be around mid though, once again for the power rune.
This is the sacrifice that you make, right? A little bit less lane securing by... oh, okay, gonna be okay here.
Go for save. She actually uses the Pulverize early on, so GPK is going to be able to stop Nisha's ulti. No Solar Guardian's going to come into play though. Will get cancelled. A little bit awkward from either side. Some spells getting used, but no one's advantage.
Really good use of the fog there by GPK, realizing that, you know, if Save is up there, he's wanting to be interrupted as much as possible, because if Save's dead, there's no stacks being made, there's no chakra magic being provided to GPK, and the Rolling Thunder just ends up breaking that Pulverize perfectly.
This is quick. It's really fast out of Liquid. Smoke up. Nisha doesn't have the greatest resources, but he feels like it's enough to get the kill into Nightfall. And no one else is here. TORONTOTOKYO's on the high ground, but it's not going to matter. Nisha swipes the kill away, and this is going to be able to open up bottom now for Zai. He'll cut the wave. Should be able to get a decent chunk of damage into the tower as well.
Middle tower is under attack.
Take multiple stacks at the same time. Still those cheeky break creeps. Ending up ruining his life a little bit there, but he should be just fine. Getting into that early Aghanim Scepter again. It's just so irrepressible, the damage that you're having to sustain against. And, you know, a lot of the time when you pick an Enchantress, you're a little bit, you know, you feel safe and secure in the fact that they're not able to just right-click you down. But not the case here. You know, you're going up against a Primal Beast, a Bristleback. They can absolutely look to destroy this edge.
Overall, how do we feel about the start for BetBoom? Because, I mean, again, I harped on it. I really thought this top lane miCKe was going to be in a lot more trouble. His top net worth on the Moeta. Do we feel like there was an opportunity missed, or did I just completely misread on how BetBoom were able to potentially pressure the Moeta?
I don't think it's an opportunity missed or a misread, to be honest. I think it was just a good play by Liquid, making sure that Boxi was able to rotate up there pretty early on. He made sure to bait himself, you know, not showing in the lane a little bit, maybe thinking that he'd taken the Twin Gate back down towards the bottom side. Speaking of Boxi, getting initiated onto.
A lot of emphasis put onto him. Can they get the return kill afterwards? Nisha doesn't have much help. They're actually going to bring Lexwin off the back of the teleport. Nisha, relatively tanky. They'll sidestep the Solar Guardian as well. And now, how do they want to continue to follow up? Nisha has to go over the right side, which is further away from the reinforcements, but it's enough distance to keep them alive. And in the end, it's going to be a 1-for-1. Again, ultimate's getting used, and it's just supports that go down.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Wants to go down, Sven continues to farm, but the map is opening up for Zai. Like, he is just taking so many stacks at the same time, making sure they've got plenty of neutral tokens to be able to play around with. And now you can look to rotate down to this bottom side of the map when you're a little bit more worried about the potential. They're actually going to go for a smoke here. Just a half HP Nisha. It's a ballsy move to be sure, but if they're able to catch out the Sven and just wipe him out, that's going to be such a big kill.
Might be able to. This crew wave about to be crashing onto the tower. If they want to go for it though, make sure Boxi nearby. They don't have the ultimate from Boxi to be able to pump in that extra damage if it's required before the TPs, and looks like it won't matter. Never mind, it will. Nightfall gets back to the safety of the tier 2. Now they've gone pretty deep. They're starting to rotate over. Insania's in a good position, maybe cut some of the members off.
A little bit short on damage. That's, of course, one of the advantages of the Sven, right? We talked about see you later. One of the advantages of playing the Sven, right? Up against the Bristleback. All that physical damage, not so worried about it.
I wonder when, like, what the progression is going to be from Nightfall this game. He's got a juicy stack to be able to catch back on. So, of course, at the moment, Echo Saber is going to be worked on into the BKB. Definitely will need to be considering a Silver's Edge at some stage, but just wonder when that is going to be. Of course, you have the Diffusal Blade as well from GPK now getting delivered to help deal with kind of the tanky strength heroes from the boys on Liquid, but overall, it will still take some time for the break to be completed on Nightfall.
Nisha, he's in a little bit of trouble just farming his own Ancient Camp. He should be okay. Back off in time, might just end up ulting the strongest. Nisha? Okay. It's close. Maybe let Insania have this one, bro. Come on, give it to the support. Come on.
They don't get anything. Come on, man. There's a cause world.
I think this is a very different game, though, in terms of, like, the effectiveness that this diffusal is going to provide. I mean, we saw.
Scanning.
I hate keeping on referencing him, but Thompson, the gyrocopter diffusal blade, right? You saw how effective it was against the Bristleback, reducing his effectiveness. Because if you're not able to just press your quill spray, you're nowhere near as effective as you used to be. And I feel like that's very different from, for example, the Kunkka that we saw last game. They can still just tie-bring every force.
Well, how do fights work out then for BetBoom? Because overall, Diffusal has, like, you want a longer fight. We're able to slowly kind of drain that mana over multiple swashbuckles, but Sven is kind of jump in, blow someone up, maybe retreat with another combo, but long drawn-out fights can be a bit difficult, especially when you need to commit a BKB.
They can. I mean, he's going the BKB first, which I understand, right? You're going up
Dire's
against him where it's
middle tower is under
and
attack.
the Dark Willow, even the Primal Beast, even on top of that. But I really feel like they need a way to be able to initiate the fight on their
Look at
terms.
this.
Yes, you've got the
Dire's
Pango to do
bottom
it.
tower is under
That's a great
attack.
smoke from Liquid.
Scanning.
Perfect timing of the Wisdom Rune coming up in
Radiant's top
14
tower is
as
under
well. Is
attack.
Pure,
He's used his mobility.
and he's gone. Really nice play from Liquid. They get a kill onto a core, and they get the Wisdom. They're coming over though.
I don't know, Save. I don't know.
I don't know either. Everyone's coming. All right, they want to take a fight.
Maybe.
Why not? TPK is in with the Rolling Thunder. They'll be able to click both supports, so they'll be rewarded with multiple kills. Unfortunately, will not be able to get the Wisdom Rune though in the end.
The thing is, 2 for 1. You don't secure the Wisdom Rune. I mean, did GPK get it on
Radiant's
the
middle
dire
tower
side?
is under
Yes, it
attack.
looks like it. So pretty
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, pretty good overall. But again,
Dire
Zai and
structures are
miCKe are farming, and that's really not what you want. They
Dire's top
haven't even
tower is
hit
under
these
attack.
big power spikes yet. You know, I was mentioning the Mjolnir. Of course, that's going to be very effective, especially against the likes of the Swashbuckle coming through. And no ags yet on the Bristle, and he's still this much of a threat. 0-0 and 1. He's just been fully focused on farming. It's like having an extra core. Of course, you're going to be lacking in utility, but Bristleback itself, talk of the ability, not the hero, is just so effective this game at providing that early damage.
Really trying to pick on Pure. To the bottom portal they go. Nisha and Insania together. Should be able to get the kill. Let's see if they're going to be lacking actually some of the damage. Pure 1700 health. Blade Mail is going to be awkward for Nisha, especially once it takes it to a Starbreaker, but Nightfall won't be in range to cancel the Pulverize. Once again, back-to-back kills onto the offlane Dawnbreaker.
Won't even be able to secure the bounty rune there on Nightfall. Needs to just go back to farming, playing a little bit more conservatively. You can see he's already got that Silver Edge queued up as well. He really wants to make sure that...
Radiant's middle
I'm just worried that it's
tower
going to
is
come a
under
bit too
attack.
late, and he doesn't have that lead that you expect to see from a Sven at this stage of the game, right? That's the big
Dire's
advantage of
top
picking
tower
it.
is under
Yes, it's good
attack.
against the Bristleback for that physical
Radiant's
damage
middle
mitigation,
tower
but
is under
you're
attack.
really picking it to have 2,000 more net worth than most heroes at this stage.
It's a scary stage now.
Dire's top tower has
Just going
fallen.
to start to run down lane after lane.
Radiant's
Let's see where the
middle
damage is
tower
going to come
has
into play
fallen.
from BetBoom. T1 Tower gets cleaned up. Tokyo, we'll see them starting to pivot their attention over towards the Ancients.
Dire's
Nightfall has
top
already
tower
taken
is under attack.
camp away. Oh, is he going to go back? Do you have a cliff ward? Nightfall. Hang on. I thought he was going to get out of danger. Run straight back into Liquid. They're going to overlap some of their spells. Can he be able to activate the BKB in the time? It's not going to matter. Nightfall ends up going down, and now Nisha tries to turn to save over the right side as well. TORONTOTOKYO now getting chased down as well. Zai should be able to get the kill onto the Enchantress without much assistance required. And meanwhile, back over to the north as well. GPK is trying to do whatever he can. He's got the damage at the moment. He's got to be cautious. This Rolling Thunder's about to expire. Does Nisha want to go for the kill, though? Pretty good dead shot from afar. Not matter, though. So, what happened there? I thought he had the BKB completed on this Sven. Did he just
Yeah, no,
Radiant's
he did
middle
that.
tower is under attack.
You're seeing things, bro. And then it's reached this point, though, right? Like, once again, Liquid are just so hard to kill. You've got the Global Silence. We saw the real effectiveness of why they picked this hero up against the Dawnbreaker. Pure was stuck on the bottom side of the map. No TP, no way to be able to join in with the rest of the team, considering he TP'd out after that previous death inside of the Radiant jungle. And, I mean, you're going up against a hard Primal Beast with you've got a Shield Rune bottle, plus a Blade Mail. You're going up against an Agcept, the Bristleback. Like, it's just so much that they're having to deal with.
See BetBoom are running around trying to de-ward inside their own triangle, but both these wards are still up for Liquid. Maybe they'll be able to get the cliff one now with that sentry place, and looks like they will.
Radiant
but
are
this
scanning.
really cheeky ward behind the 2-2 tower top might catch them off guard. Mid lane, Nisha wanted to save. Looks like they will target the Coddle down at the moment, so pretty easy kill. Into the form, really nothing BetBoom can do. Once again, it's a game of them trying to give as much space to Nightfall as they can. So GPK wanted to try and snag up the double damage and had to use the ultimate for that, though, and are they going to be in trouble afterwards? Nisha senses a sign of weakness.
He's got a Shield Rune, why not? Just to get the scouting information as well. And now knowing that Rolling Thunder isn't available, Oh, you again, low cooldowns, right? This is what you're looking to play around. On the top side, Pure looks like he'll be able to get away just in time. His role basically is to try and shove out these lanes and make sure that Liquid aren't taking too many objectives with this big timing that they've got. Are they considering Roche here?
Fine.
All right. While it's still on the top side, while it still favors Liquid. Got the Maelstrom, sorry, Mjolnir coming out to miCKe, just gets completed. And he's going to go straight into that Aghanim shard afterwards. So this was that timing that I was talking about, right? 20 or so minutes is really where Liquid are going to hit all of their strides. And they've basically done everything possible to be able to be at a full advantage here. Primal Beast really having a heart of Taras. You've really got, not really close to any big item coming through on Zai, but he's just so tanky at this point that it doesn't really matter.
Again, we've spoken a lot about the cores, but this is another game where supports can have a lot of impact as this game goes on. I mean, we're looking at Boxi in particular, and the hero that we also see is the Cuddle being able to scale in regards to his farm and have a lot of impact in items, but Save doesn't have that this game. Bottom net worth out of the supports. Maybe that's going to be up to TORONTOTOKYO with the treads and the Dragonlance, but he's going to need some time as well.
Oh, nice dead shot as well. Scouting them out inside the trees. Nisha might go for a backline jump here.
He's going to do just that. What a way to start. Nisha with the global silence as well to cover the Primal Beast, but they're getting the kills. Really nicely from BetBoom, able to reposition, split their forces, and now they should be able to get Nisha as well with the help of Pure getting involved. So, all right, a little bit messy there in the end. Liquid will be able to get everyone out, but that is a tier 2 tower that doesn't go down in the end. And now with everyone here, look at the Tormentor too.
May as well. They had a good observer ward to be able to scout out everything that was going on, so they knew that the rotations were generally coming. Just didn't think I think they didn't expect the observer ward from Insania to be here behind the tower, giving them just complete understanding. Maybe thought they would have an extra couple of seconds to be able to make a move. That's big. That's big. We saw the Backstreet's back team be able to make a good reaction play to Liquid. You know, Dota's semi-predictable, right? You know this timing was coming, so it's just about how best you're going to be able to react to it. They were able to delay it long enough, but he was able to just TP in with the Solar Guardian as well.
And maybe that if that is a fight that goes the way of Liquid, all of a sudden you continue to control that area and get the Wisdom Room. Now that's not going to be the case. BetBoom should be able to get their own. They are going to go through the portal and look to connect with Pure, and they do see Nisha currently farming this bottom wave. A bit difficult though. 2600 health. Global Silence still on cooldown though to protect him. They're going to force off to maybe get some separation. Good start though, there's no real damage follow-up at the moment. Like you said, with that fresh heart, Nisha's incredibly survivable. Nightfall's going to be into the middle with the God Strength activated. What is it? 10th Nightfall runs into miCKe. He gets blown up, can't even right-click anyone. And now Pure's getting chased down as well. They made the attempt onto Nisha, but he shrugs off the initiation and Liquid blow multiple members up.
Well, they were just using Nisha as bait that entire time. He's able to get that onslaught back down to the low ground, let the Heart of Tarask regen kick in, and unfortunately there for Nightfall, he wasn't able to get off the Warcry. So you had full damage coming through from Zai with the Bristleback Ags coming through. And even, you know, you talked about the effectiveness of these Liquid supports, having all of this this farm, this net worth, but it's the Veil of Discord that just combines together so well, together with someone like the Bristleback to just absolutely rip apart
Radiant's
this spin.
bottom tower is under attack.
What happened to Nightfall? Okay, yeah, because fair enough. That became big, bro. First usage of the game, back live as well. Somehow Boxi ready to save in the tree line, so we get a cheeky smile. Yeah, it's the classic, sometimes the eyebrow raise when Nisha dies, but sometimes you get a nice cheeky smile as well when he baits two heroes like that. Pure. Oh, they're going to cancel it. Insania with the global silence, and there should be another kill as well. Pure going down. I mean, you get those couple of kills from BetBoom. Importantly, the one on Nisha behind the T2 tower. Game was cut down to 1,000 net worth lead. Now all of a sudden, we're back up to 6k for Liquid and another tier 2 tower as well. So just, it's very similar to game 1, where BetBoom make a good move, but they just cannot continue with that.
The thing that's concerning for mine is that, like, yes, you've got the BKB on this fan, but miCKe didn't even use his Pierce the Veil in that previous fight. Like, that was just pure right clicks coming through, and he's got a lot of magic damage as well. with that Mjolnir picked up, with the Specialist's array as well, plus the Gunslinger. Everyone's getting hit in these team fights.
Radiant's
So it's
middle
like, yeah,
tower
cool.
is
You
under
have this
attack.
war cry, which is usually very strong against a lot of
Radiant
heroes, but
structures are fortified.
not against Muerta. And the Sven, you need to be able to have this, regardless, it doesn't matter about the carry matchup. Sven excels because you have this built-in farming mechanism. And if you're not at least an item ahead, we can see this hero really struggle. And also that change
Radiant's
as well
middle
with the
tower
recent
has
patch of the
fallen.
God Strength damage. It's going to hinder his potential to be able to get on miCKe and blow him up from 4 to 0. And we might not get to that stage now with how far behind he is.
That's really why I was emphasizing the Blink Dagger so much, right? Playing on the offensive, making sure you're the ones to be able to make the jump, because we've seen that Liquid have great counter initiation, right? You've got the Terrorize, you've got the Global Silence, you've got all this sort of stuff. But if you are able to just God Strength blink onto Insania, stun him and blow him up, you don't have that potential. Suddenly Pure is so enabled in all these team fights.
From lane again, Pure should
Just
be able to
assemble the
catch.
Echo.
Yeah, it's gonna be too late. It looks like Pure. Yeah, they'll hold the pulverize for the last second. That's his 6th death.
Yeah.
Pure has been a vital member of BetBoom through a lot of their success recently, and his Dawnbreaker overall has been really struggling. Now, top lane Zai, they are well aware this man is low. Let's see how broken this Busaback hero is going to be, though. He's got Lotus, he's got Bloodstone. We're going to try and continue to protect him with the global
running
silence.
at
And
them.
this is buying some time because Liquid, they're starting to come from bottom to top. They go. Can Zai stay alive long enough though for the team? miCKe's going to try and chuck in a dead shot. Zai's not dead just yet, dude. He might not even die as well as Zai turns his back, and they're not even going to get a kill. And they might not for the entirety of this game. Now, Nisha, a little bit too late with the charge, but if you're not going to kill him there, when will you kill him this game?
Radiant's top tower.
Yeah, I
is
mean,
fallen.
that was the biggest JoJo reference I've ever seen. He was, oh, you approaching me? And then he just turns around, runs at him. 4 heroes doesn't matter when you're as farmed as Zai on his Bristleback. You're gonna have that hairball as well, coming up very shortly.
Cool hero, bro. Very cool hero. What is that? He's got Van Bracelet in? What are we looking at? What is this hero?
Yeah, you got that spell amp. I mean, he's just using it to make sure that he's got that Bloodstone lifesteal coming through. Again, I mentioned the Veil before from Boxi, just buffing him up even further. And then your favorite item. They've been able to purchase that one up too on Liquid, the Gemma True Sight. So having a look at what we can see. Big Bang team have no way to see what's going on the map, and it's nighttime. So they are just playing in complete darkness.
1%, dude. I mean, I guess it's 12,026 minutes in, but would you really say it's 1% chance for BetBoom?
Yeah. Like,
Is it that dire?
I think, again, like, I feel like this is just another one of those cases of you pick Nightfall, a matchup that's supposed to excel in the early game, and he just hasn't, you know? And, you know, I don't think that's completely on him. Like I mentioned before, it was Boxi's rotation up towards the top side, and he stayed there. He stayed there longer than he would have expected. That really changed things for them. That made
Not
that
again.
lane not go as bad.
Not again. And this time we got the BKB, but this time you also have a blink from Nisha to close the distance. He's near the base. It will not matter.
He is
Not
not
at
enough.
all. Wow.
Close only matters in horseshoes and hand grenades, unfortunately.
Radiant are scanning.
A Nightfall?
That base.
He's gonna tip you out. He'll be fine. Dude, how devastating would it be for BetBoom if they get 2-0'd from Liquid? I mean, we've been mentioning that. Group B, dude, we just saw Thunder took a game off Shopify. And if now you're getting 2-0'd by Liquid when you have the 1-1 tie. You have to get this 1-1 tie. These are two teams that are expected to be top, near the top of the group, but this is going to be so much confidence for Liquid if they can close out this game.
Sure. I mean, the one thing that you might leave confidence in is Nightfall. Walking forward, he's alone. All the boys.
All the boys are there to follow up with the damage. miCKe again pierced the veil. He's going to be able to get some of those stacks as well. Thanks to that Ag shard picked up. 16,000 net worth lead. All the lanes are shoved in. How do you get outside the base?
You don't. That's the thing. Like, you just have nowhere to go. They've just struggled to choke you so effectively, and now you can even look to approach this high ground. Don't even need the Aegis. You toss one of these beefy heroes on the front lines once again, and what are you supposed to do against it?
Radiant's
pop the
top tower
Bloodstone.
is under attack.
even dragging the mid creep wave so that there's multiple lanes being pressured in at the same time. Doing his best with the Manta style to keep at least bottom away as GPK, but it's not going to be enough.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
You wait for Nightfall, maybe poke on the miCKe. To get some separation.
Yeah, we're reaching up onto that level 20 as well for Zai. I'd imagine he goes the cool spray, cool stack damage, just considering how quick he's going to be able to stack them all up. Getting a Paladin sword as well. Like, this man is not dying. At least until you get the break, and it's going to be a wave away. What is that, about 3,000 gold or so? 2,500? At least he's got Shadowblade now on Sven. Again, though, the downside is... I don't know, man. He's raking it in. You're going to have the gem that you're still contesting against, right? So you might think the Silver Edge is good, but how are you supposed to walk up into this when you have no map vision, where the only observer wards on the map right now are Liquids? They finally placed down one, but it's just in the safest possible place. Just trying to bait them out to go on them.
How do you even, like, Nisha has so many ways to be able to use his pulverizing in his next fight. So if you want to deal with the Rolling Thunder, if you want to deal with Sven's BKB God Strength, and he needs a full duration, or at least multiple seconds to be able to blow someone up. So he can just do whatever he wants on Nisha. They're going to have an Aegis, they're going to have a Cheese as well, make him even more survivable.
I guess miCKe's, you know, like, just give it to Nisha. He's the front lines. No, give it to Zai. Why not? All right.
They'll come to be able to deal with the mid wave. There's an arcane bottom for anyone who wants it. I think cautious so.
They can't get baited in by trying to go onto Zai, not until they've got the Silver Edge. And I think the bigger thing as well is that you're playing with a Spirit Vessel with 0 charges. You don't want to die because it's at this stage where if you die, they're just going to siege high ground and you're going to be one person down. So the only way to get a charge is getting a kill onto a squishy person. But just with how Liquid are playing, they're not giving up the supports for free. They're playing very defensively behind all of these cores that are so sustainable.
Blind into the high ground. They're set up currently. miCKe's going to stand strong, get some force stuff to move away to the northern side. Pure's going to try and close the distance. Nightfall fights Insania, but is able to get the global silence off on his dying breath, and that should be enough to help them chase down this Sven. As Nightfall BKB soon to expire. We'll be able to go down without a buyback to help them out, and now Liquid should be able to continue to chase down the remaining members. I mean, GPK, they'll deal with the Aegis. This Defender's Gate's proven to be a bit of an issue for Liquid, and they're going to jump over the top. In fact, they've already called it as well. So, BetBoom 2-0 from Liquid. 31 minutes is what they need to be able to find their second game victory.
This is the Liquid that I came to see. You know, the 1-1 against Azure. I was like, you know what, Azure are a good team, but Liquid have been second at land.